Hello friends, it is I, Richard Urban Warlock from Urban Warlock Healing. I'm going to do a no hashtag reading now. I've been getting a lot of the what is your person thinking readings come up, so let's do one ourselves to see if this differs. Just remember this is collective, okay? So you know, when I'm saying you know, I'm not trying to call out all the other readers and say that they're wrong, because it is a collective one, and so you know, sometimes these readings do come up on your feed, and it's down to you to decide whether it resonates or not. However, like I say, it gets a little bit repetitive. So just whilst I'm having a shuffle, just to let you know that we are filming Where Angels Fear episode 2 tonight. It is Monday. And it's going to be for the Halloween special, so it's going to be released on Halloween. If you're into paranormal, please go to the YouTube channel via my link tree, Where Angels Fear. Episode 1's on there, and the pilot as well. Okay, so, right, oh dear. This is already looking a little bit different for my collective. Right, so, first card we've got is the Two of Cups in the reverse position. So cups relates to the element of water. We're generally talking about something on an emotional level. Now, in the upright position, this is my favourite card. As you know, I'm a Taurus, I love love, I'm ruled by Venus. This is the soulmate card, the soulmate compatibility card, okay? That's represented by the couple there. They're in union, they're getting married. Now, it's in the reverse position. Now, I'm loathed to say this, but it feels a little bit like you're currently in separation, and I'm loath to say it because I don't want to be going down that whole bullshit twin flame type thing. You know my views on it. If you don't know my views on it, go and watch the video, okay? Right, so yeah, it just feels a little bit like we've got some kind of separation going off here. Now, whether this is that you've separated from like a long-term partner, or you're married or something along those lines, or it's a case of this is what you could have, but at the moment they're kind of thinking otherwise. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me. We then got the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles relates to the element of earth. It can be money and finance, but in this case we're going to go for non-financial wealth, so it's what you invest any time, efforts and energies in. Now, aces mean bringing in a new energy, okay? Not about starting something new, but it's about bringing in a new energy. So it's kind of going along the lines for me about the person that's on your mind. They're currently aware that there's this separation going on, and they're readjusting their long-term goals. They're readjusting where they want to take this, okay? We then got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. So again, non-financial wealth. Now, Ten's a completion card. So the minor arcana runs like a standard deck of cards. So we've got 4 suits, start at ace, go through 10, then we've got the court cards, okay? Ten's a completion, okay? Generally speaking, in tarot terms, we call this the retirement card, okay? Because Pentacles. It's when you've been investing something for the long term and you get to that point where you get to enjoy it. Now, I feel that where I'm going with this, it feels a little bit like this person that you're thinking about, it doesn't feel like a long-standing love, I've got to be honest, and I hate that it's going this way, I really, really do. But it feels like potentially somebody new. It feels potentially like this could be soulmate compatibility. For whatever reason, there's some kind of separation going off at the moment, okay? Their long-term goals, their long-term plans, they're starting to realise these are changing because you've come in, okay? And they're starting, and I'm saying starting because it's very early on, to start considering other options, you know, long-term options, potentially with you included. So let's see where we're going with this. This is making me nervous because, like I say, it's kind of going along the lines of the other readings, and I'm not against going what the other readers say, but it's just, yeah, you know me, I like to be a bit different. Right, okay, so next card we've got is the Knight of Swords in the reverse position. So swords relates to the way we think of the words we use. It's the element of air. Now, in the upright position, knights are all about forward motion, especially the Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. You'll notice that the horse is leaping and bounding, okay? It's in a rush. So if this was in the upright position, I'd be saying they're coming in with communication, you know, they've got their head around things, they're rushing in. They don't have the knowledge of the kings and the queens, that doesn't really matter. They just want to get the ball rolling. It's not. It's in the reverse position. They're holding off. They're holding off. I feel like they want to say something. I feel like they want to discuss this, but for whatever reason, they're still getting their head around the fact that, you know, they're starting to see things in a different way, okay? So they're holding off. They want to kind of get clarity before they come in and say something. This feels to me very much like it doesn't feel like a karmic, this one, if I'm honest with you. It feels more like somebody, they might not be your forever after. So let's just kind of hold our horses a little bit. But whoever they are, they've got enough emotional and mental maturity to realise that if they rush in and they say something and then they change their mind a bit down the line, it's going to be damaging for you. Okay, so this feels like it is somebody that you can at least trust in that sense. We've then got the Five of Wands in the reverse position. So wands relate to the element of fire. We're generally talking about some kind of action. Now in the upright position, this is the fight card. You've got the people that are having at it there. Now, when it's in the reverse position, we're talking about that coming to an end. Now, I feel like it's probably more of an internal thing. So they're starting to take control of those kind of shall I, shan't I, what about this, what about that, da 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 da, because that's what it feels like. The energy of the card feels very kind of confused, and I'm getting a little bit of anxious churning in my stomach as I'm holding the card here. It could be that there's been pressure from outside sources which has been fueling this, to be honest with you. So friends and family saying, oh no, you've got to focus on this, or da 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 da. I don't necessarily feel it comes from a malicious place, these comments from friends and family. I feel it comes from a place of concern, to be honest with you. But it's just been fueling that kind of anxiety and that internal turmoil. Okay, overall outcome, we've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. So again, where we think words we use. Okay, so nines are reflection cards before we move on to 10 and close down the cycle. Now, for me, this is the only 9 in the deck that is better in the reverse position. So in the upright position, you've got the person there, head in the hands, crying. So it talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, up to depression. I don't want to go up to depression. I want to just go sleepless nights, overthinking the whole situation. Okay, now the other thing to mention with this card, which I also always like to mention, is that the swords in this case represent a ladder. So it's about changing that mindset, climbing the ladder and getting out of the situation. Okay, when it's in the reverse position, we're starting to do that. We're starting to, excuse me, this indicates something needs to be said. It's the blocked throat chakra. So it's almost like they're holding off, and it comes from a good place, but really something needs to be said. It's getting quite blocked now. I feel it will come through once they're through this kind of period. I also feel that they might be going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul, if I'm honest with you. I don't know why I want to say that, but I feel like you've come in and you've shaken things up. You've changed their ideas of things. Right, obstacles or blockages, Ace of Wands. So again, we're talking about taking some kind of action, and see a magpie outside. Yeah, so again, it's another ace, so it's about kind of bringing in a new energy. Now, this to me is saying don't rush bringing in a new kind of, way of taking action. Take your time. This goes for both of you, okay? So if you're the person who's being thought about and you manage to glimpse this, don't rush it. Don't rush the process, because the worst thing you can do is kind of rush in and go, yep, made my mind up, if you're not 100% sure. Because like I say, it's not so much that things will fall apart, but then you're going to be in this position of, have I made the right choice? Have I made the right choice? You need to be crystal clear. You need to be crystal clear. If you're the person who's, wanting to know what's going off, then don't rush it. Give them space, allow them time to work this through. Okay, so removing any blockages, we've got Judgment in the reversed. Okay, so Judgment card, this talks about internal or external judgment. Now, when it's in the reverse position, it's generally that we're being judged harshly. So this would say to me, don't judge this person. Okay, don't judge them. I feel like there's a lot that's either gone off in their life that you don't know about, or you don't know the full story of. Okay, so just be patient. Okay, I know it's frustrating, and I know it sounds like every other bloody reading on here, but I've got to go with the cards, and I hope you know me well enough, if you follow me already, to know that I don't bullshit this stuff. So super quick, if you want a reading with me, recorded readings, go by my link tree. Private reading, face-to-face, voice note, video chat, phone, verified Instagram account, urbanwarlockhealing.com. Until next time, guys, wish me luck for tonight. It's going to be spooky.